Hello and welcome to Tiggs and Rudi's commentary. We're here at Comic-Con and this is our first interviewer. I'm Tiggs and this is Ben.
Hey,
Ben,
how's it going?
Ben, how are you doing?
Good. No
doing
complaints.
good?
Yeah. Everything's going well.
That's good. What made you start? Matter of fact, tell me your story. Like how'd you put this together? Like you got Yu-Gi-Oh, you got all your cards and everything. How'd you put this together?
Well, I was a couple of years out of college, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life. And I had been driving out to the suburbs to play Magic every week, and started wondering, why am I driving to the suburbs when I live in the fifth largest city in the world, or in the country rather? So I started putting together some designs, started doing some research, and got some friends together, and we opened a store. And we've now got 2 locations, and we carry over 8,000 gaming products between our 2 locations.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. How old are you, Ben? How old are you and your store?
I'm 31. The store is 6 years old.
Cool. So you said that you used to do Magic, like the card game.
Yeah.
Could you tell us about that?
Sure. I mean, Magic is a game that's been around for a little over 20 years. It was designed by Richard Garfield, actually in Philadelphia on Penn's campus. God, there are millions of players around the world at this point. It's a collectible card game where you buy booster packs and you build decks out of the random cards you get from the booster packs. You trade with your friends, and it kind of started a revolution. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Card Fight Vanguard, Future Card Buddy Fight. All those games owe their beginnings to Magic and the innovation that it had with collectible card games.
Cool. I think that's a wrap. And we'll be here all day at Comic-Con. Thank you, Ben.
Yeah, thank you.
Just give one.
Talk to me at the end of the day. Talk to me at the end of the day. See how much stuff I feel like carrying.
We're back at Comic-Con, and we have another interviewer that we're going to interview so much. And he has some interesting things that we're going to talk about. His name is Yu. Hey, right here. Camera on me. Camera on me first. Odom. Odom. That's an awesome name. First of all, that's an awesome name. I think I should steal that name and say this is my name now because that's awesome. How are you?
I'm doing really well, thank you.
Okay. I seen that you have a setup of different games and comics and toys that were awesome.
Everybody played with these toys, though, but yeah.
Yeah, true. What are you doing, to this Comic-Con? What are you doing?
Well, I was just invited to this, but we're the East Coast Black Age of Comics Convention. That as in comic books, and we're the first U.S. full-service black comic book convention.
Cool.
We really focus on all comic books as literacy.
That's awesome.
But we have panels. We have a patented 4-panel method that we use for our STARS program, and that teaches literacy to young and old people.
I think that's pretty cool, first of all, because you're teaching young people and old people, because you need to pass it on to the young community and generation. So that's pretty cool. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And that's Tiggs and Rudi's commentary at the Comic-Con. We'll be right back. I recycle every Monday morning. Do your part and recycle. Hello and welcome to Tiggs and Rudi's commentary at Comic-Con. We have the captain of J1 Studios. Introduce yourself, Captain.
Hello, everyone. How are you? Jason Richardson. I'm the owner, founder, president, head muckety muck of J1 Studios, J1 Con, and I'm also one of the 5 Black Tribbles. I'm all known as Spider Tribble. So, yeah, I do a lot.
Hello, Spider Triple.
That's what I do.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I can't complain.
You can't complain.
No, I don't have time to complain. I got to make money.
What started you this business of comics and CDs and books?
Well, I mean, I've always made comics. I was a big comic book fan growing up, and sometimes I wanted to do something different with what, is out there in comics, like put people of color in them. How about that? So the only way that would happen is if I took control. So I started putting out my own comics. And as a kid, I was doing this all the time. And I've been a game developer since I was 12. So I knew how to kind of like have my own business. I had my own little gigs going on and like, selling my little throwback comics and games to like the neighborhood and teachers and stuff like that. So as I got older, I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time to like be serious with it. And I did, and well, I can't complain. I just won the 2014 GeeK of the Year at the GeeK Awards. So, ta-da!
Why didn't I go there? Yeah. All right. What inspired you to? I see that you have this first issue comic right here.
Right.
What inspired you to do that one?
For Super Bounty J1, the inspiration was I made a mascot for the company, and the mascot was a sister. So, because I wanted to do something different, you don't see this a lot in like anime and manga, like a black female as like a main character, or sometimes at all. So I was like, you know what? I want to be proud of, I want to be, in a sense, the first one. I want to be proud of who I am and what I'm into. So I combined both, I love the fact that I am, sexy chocolate. And I also like the fact that I'm a big nerd. So, boom. And she was just the face of the company. Like when you first went on the site, there'd be cool little drawings of her, and there was no story, no comic. And then I started getting letters from fans wanting a comic. So I made one up. Literally made this up. Like I never knew what the next page was going to bring. And it got really popular. So I'm actually, I stopped at issue 1 because I'm rebooting the series.
Why reboot?
I want to take it in a direction that I at least want to know what I'm doing with it, because like if I keep up with this, I'm gonna get lost and I won't even know what my book's about. I want to be able to at least explain it to people.
All right.
It's still fun though.
What's the character's name? Like what's the character's?
That's the thing. She doesn't even have a name. Like she's named after the company because she was originally the J1 girl. That was it. So then.
Oh, you can't be doing that. You gotta give her a name, man. You gotta give her.
Well, now her name is J1 because she is the mascot of the company. So the story is Super Bounty J1 because she's a bounty hunter, then becomes the bounty, and she becomes the Super Bounty. Get it? Get it? Do you get it?
I get it. I get it.
I'm glad you got it.
Yeah, I got it.
You get it? You get it?
Do y'all get it? All right. So what gave her superpowers? Like, what did her superpowers originated from? Like,
that's the thing. It's a big secret. No, really. I'm sorry, everyone. Like, it's a big secret. Because there is no. When I said I made this up, y'all have to believe me when I said I made this up.
All right. I got some. What cartoon did you watch when you was just like whoosh? I'm gonna lay back, watch some cartoons, I'm gonna see what's gonna click in my mind saying, I got this. Right there.
I was probably watching. There wasn't one show that influenced any of my stuff.
Just go out random in your mind saying like, all right.
The best thing, it was probably like 3 or 4 shows that made this. And that's Cutie Honey, which is an anime. Maybe Ghost in the Shell or Appleseed. A lot of that sci-fi.
Fiction
I just
stuff.
wanted to make a sci-fi goofy adventure.
I think this is actually a good book. I might want this book. All right. Thank you for this opportunity to J1 Studios, man. The captain of J1 Studios. Awesomeness. Thank you. Kate,
Yes.
I see that you have some furry animation. Look at this. This is awesome furry animation. Look at this. You see this? This is what people used to do back in the old days with furry animation. Now they got animation on YouTube and stuff. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, hold it.
Okay. Tell me about yourself.
I am from upstate New York, from a very small town. And I came to Philadelphia for college, and that's where I studied animation. And I met Jason, and he was starting J1 Studios around 2009. And he just was into all the same things as me. He wanted to have like a studio that did media and music and comics, and I was like, that's what I want to do. So we hooked up, and he basically, he mentored me exactly, and was like, that drawing's not good enough, draw it again. And eventually he peer pressured me into writing a 24-page comic book. And so now I have 2 comic books. I'm working on the 3rd one. It's about a cat girl samurai who fights space sheep. It's my excuse to be really silly in drawings. So that's the gist of it, I suppose. In this issue, she fights an evil salesman, and she hacks up a hairball on him, which is what cats do. And that is how she gets him out of her house.
So I see that you like. How many frames? How many drawings did you do just to get this drawing down pat and publish it?
I usually have what would you say, like a thumbnail draft process where I like figure out what dialogue's going to be on each page, what general scene, like medium shot, close-up shot, action. And I do that all like really rough, and then I do the drawings in pencil, like lay out the page in pencil, and then I ink it, and then I scan it.
It's a long process.
It is a very long process. And then I color it in Photoshop and make it look sparkly and colorful and great.
So mind me asking this. How old are you?
I am 27
27
and a half.
and a half. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Talk to me at the end of the day. Talk to me at the end of the day. See how much stuff I feel like carrying.
How you doing, man?
And what's your name?
Name's Brian Misher.
Brian Misher.
Yep.
Awesome. Brian Misher. I was seeing that you have some of these books, right? And I was wondering if you could tell us about them.
Absolutely. Defenders is a story about 4 teenagers who are descendants of ancient gods, such as from Greek mythology, Norse mythology, and of course Greco-Roman mythology. And I set the story in Philadelphia, and their mission is to defend Earth from the Dark Realm, which is a malevolent realm that tried to take over Earth 4,000 years ago. Now, the spirit of Earth, Adenia, gathered together 4 gods from 4 corners of the world to combat this evil, and now this evil is ready to rise again, and the defenders must stand up again to protect the people of Earth.
How old are you, and what gave you this idea to start books and novels about these awesome people?
Well, 37 years old, just turned 37. And the idea actually came up to me in high school about almost like 17 years ago.
17 years ago?
No, 20 years ago, sorry. 20 years ago. And recently I just started putting it in the paper, started writing it, and it kept coming with more ideas and more ideas, just kept putting it down. And then one fateful day, while I was heading out to the Video Game Expo in Media, PA, and now keep in mind, this is the last ever Video Expo, and I ran into somebody who lived on the same block as I did, named Ray Riley. He did the CDs over there. I told him about my novel, and then he referred me to J1 Studios, and eventually I got to meet Jason.
Thank you.
Absolutely. It's all up on the site. Just check it out. Except for Hugo Baby. I'll put that later. But
Okay.
The other 2, they're up there.
I'm going to check it out.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. That's a wrap, guys. We'll be at home soon in our studio. This was Tiggs and Rudi's commentary at Comic-Con. See you when I see you. Bye. And welcome back to Tiggs and Rudi's commentary. I'm Tiggs.
I'm Rudy.
And we're going to talk about Comic-Con.
How was Comic-Con?
Well, Comic-Con was great. I met a lot of people there, and the first person I probably met was Jason, Mr. Jason Richardson, which is the founder of J1 Studios. Did you know that?
Nope.
And he has this comic, which is Super Bounty J1, which is basically a comic. And the comic features are like, you start off just going into the book, and it's already a fight scene, which you usually don't see in most comics. There's already a fight scene. There's this person named Mr. Sin. And then you have J1 Studio, or J1, which they named.
Cool.
So, it's issue 1. You can go check it out on their website, which is j1studio.com. And I like it. I like this comic book. I just read it recently.
Did you?
Yeah, and I like the graphics, and they also at the end of the book, you can see how like they made some of the characters and drawings.
I can't even see it, dude.
Which is, it was pretty cool. So
Next, we will go to Philly Tech Week, the outdoor arcade, and check out the footage.
Thank you.
And then that's more structure and burned away in those processes. It has to be a process like elsewhere. So then the member has to then take it. The dimension is so defined, and then the line goes away with more structure. You can also RepRap is an open source machine, so you can I don't know what they sell RepRaps for. It's probably similar, but you can make your own RepRap.
I've used a whole bunch in my company. It's got a power spec. Dorman, you make car parts.
Nice. Do you have a card on you?
I actually know.
Drop me an email. This is my card. Drop me an email.
Yeah, you just gave me one. I actually been to Next Fab for my company a few years ago.
A lot of studios there are doing pixel art. It's a slow because it's on battery power. That's exactly how we decide on it. To answer any yes or no question with 100% accuracy, just hold that in while you
Hello, this is Tiggs and Rudi's commentary. I'm Rudy,
And I'm Tiggs.
and we're going to be talking about the Philly Tech Week Outdoor Arcade.
It was pretty big. It was a good event. And we got to try out a lot of indie games, new upcoming indie games that's out there in the world now
And
these days.
technology. We got to talk to a couple other people, see how the game was made. We even seen the 3D drive. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. It was like a 3-dimensional printer, and we got to look at how it was like forming all the 3D shapes and stuff. And we also got to look at some of the indie games that's coming out there. I don't remember this. It was this spaceship out of space, and you had to collect these orbs, and I don't know what the name of the game was, but it was pretty awesome. Like I would probably buy that game and play it.
Me, I went. It's not that many awesome games. It's pretty cool though. It is pretty cool.
Me and Rudy enjoyed ourselves playing all these indie games and stuff, and that's what we gotta say. Check out our next episode at the Waterworks,
Schuylkill Waterworks.
and that is the end of Tiggs and Rudi's commentary. Peace.
Welcome to Mad Greeks. We've been in the University City for over 40 years. We have a wide variety of food and beer selection for eat-in and for takeout.